Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Former undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes has been absent from the Stamford-based promotion since he lost his title at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. The American Nightmare's 378-day reign ended with a loss to John Cena, who, on the flip side, etched history by capturing his 17th world title. The American Nightmare has been on hiatus following his loss. Though there hasn't been any confirmation about his WWE return, Rhodes will likely be part of the upcoming Money in the Bank 2025 PLE. However, Cody Rhodes could return with an entirely new attitude to WWE. The American Nightmare might return as a heel superstar and could start wiping out competition brutally, being emotionless, before getting his hands on the WWE title. Perhaps he might choose a Homelander-esque gimmick for himself, where he pretends to be a good guy. But behind the curtains, he has the most evil personality. Rhodes recently hinted at a character change by removing quarterback from his X, formerly Twitter, bio. A heel turn, especially after reports downplayed the possibility, would serve as a perfect shocker to fans. Fans and experts have drawn multiple similarities between the boys Homelander and Cody Rhodes' looks and persona. WWE might finally capitalize on it. The American Nightmare turning into a bad guy would also lay seeds for Cena's face turn before he finally hangs up his boots later this year. The angle proposed above is speculative, and nothing has been confirmed. The anticipation for Cody Rhodes' WWE return was at its peak last week as he was officially advertised for SmackDown on the company's official site. However, Rhodes remained absent. While reviewing the latest edition of the Blue Brand on Bro Down with host Mac Davis, former WWE manager, Dutch Mantel expressed that none of the major superstars were on the show, and that they needed some prominent faces as major stars like Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and The Rock are away from SmackDown. It will be interesting to see when Rhodes returns to WWE television, and if he actually turns heel or chases his title back as a babyface. Cody Rhodes has been on the sidelines since suffering a brutal beatdown at the hands of the Bloodline at WrestleMania 41, a night that left WWE fans both stunned and emotionally drained. While the undisputed WWE champion technically retained his title, the post-match ambush spearheaded by Solo Sikoa and an emerging alliance with new members left the American Nightmare lying motionless as WrestleMania went off the air. Ever since that chilling moment, speculation has run rampant about when and how Cody Rhodes will return. But an even darker question is starting to surface. What if Cody doesn't come back the same man? What if the American Nightmare finally embraces the darkness and turns heel? The seeds of a potential heel turn have been subtly sown for months, and a recent cryptic post from Cody's official Instagram account has thrown fuel on the fire. In a now-deleted story slide, Cody shared a quote from his father, the legendary Dusty Rhodes: "You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain." Though the quote is more famously linked to The Dark Knight, Cody's addition of a single emoji, an hourglass, has ignited widespread debate among fans and insiders. Could this be Cody's way of telling us that time is up on being the nice guy? What makes this even more intriguing is Cody's visible frustration in the weeks leading up to WrestleMania 41. Despite finally finishing his story at WrestleMania 40, where he dethroned Roman Reigns and became undisputed WWE champion, Cody's reign was plagued with interference, broken promises, and questionable decisions by WWE management. Multiple run-ins with authority figures like Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis hinted that Cody felt isolated at the top. He'd often teased in promos that being champion didn't feel like the dream he expected. Instead, it was a lonely, cold perch with no friends, only targets. The American Nightmare began to crack, and fans could see it. And then came the shocking conclusion to WrestleMania 41. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and a returning Jimmy Uso blindsided Cody after his title defense against AJ Styles. Bloodline 2.0 stood tall while the once heroic Rhodes was left broken in the middle of the ring. But what caught eagle-eyed fans' attention was not the attack. It was Cody's expression as he was helped to the back. There was no rage, no sorrow, just a cold, numb stare, almost indifferent. Could this be a man who has lost faith in justice? It wouldn't be the first time Cody Rhodes took a dark turn. During his AEW run, Cody was often caught in a gray area between face and heel. While he refused to label himself a villain, his actions often betrayed a darker side. Arrogance, stubbornness, and a refusal to listen to the fans who once adored him. If WWE chooses to pull that thread again, they could create a version of Cody that is cunning, manipulative, and ruthlessly determined to rewrite the rulebook of wrestling morality. Sources within WWE have remained tight-lipped on Cody's return timeline, though internal chatter suggests a potential comeback in time for SummerSlam. But here's the catch. WWE may be planning a major twist. According to one anonymous producer, there's been creative discussion about a massive shift in Cody's character arc that would shock fans to their core. While no details have been confirmed, this could point to a heel turn that positions Cody as a darker, more tactical competitor, one who doesn't trust the crowd anymore and sees betrayal as a weapon. Some fans argue this change is long overdue. On social media, reactions to the possibility of a heel Cody have been surprisingly positive. One fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "Cody Rhodes turning heel is what WWE needs. The American nightmare becomes the American tyrant. Let him burn it all down." Another commented, "His story never finished. It just started a new chapter, and this one has blood on the pages." Interestingly, WWE Hall of Famer Booker T recently weighed in on the idea during an episode of his Hall of Fame podcast. "I think Cody going heel would be money. The fans love him, yeah, but sometimes they love to hate you more. Cody has that dusty flair, but also that cerebral side like Triple H. If they let him tap into that, woo man, we got a new kind of monster on our hands." Even more compelling is the possibility that Cody aligns with someone shocking upon return. There's buzz that he may form a short-lived allegiance with a group like Judgment Day, or even reform a new legacy faction with younger, hungry stars. Imagine Cody leading the next generation, not as their guiding light, but as their unrelenting king. It's a vision that both terrifies and excites fans who have followed his journey since his dashing days. Adding to the mystery is the silence from Brandi Rhodes. Once vocal about Cody's mission and values, Brandi has kept a low profile since WrestleMania 41. Some believe this could signal a complete overhaul of Cody's on-screen life, possibly even separating him from his past branding entirely. If WWE goes all in on this heel turn, we may see Cody abandon his traditional entrance, ditch the flashy suits, and embrace something far more grounded and sinister. There's also a deeper, more emotional undercurrent that could drive this transformation. Cody's entire WWE return was rooted in legacy, finishing his father's story, achieving what Dusty never could. But what happens when legacy fails you? When the title doesn't satisfy your soul? When the cheers fade into echoes and all you're left with is pain? That's the emotional core WWE may explore with a heel Cody Rhodes, a man who gave everything to the people and got betrayal in return. There's also precedent for WWE to make bold heel turns work, especially with stars who are already beloved. Think of Roman Reigns' transformation into the tribal chief. What began as a risk turned into one of the most compelling characters in modern wrestling. If Cody goes down a similar path, but through his own lens, the results could be electrifying. It's worth noting that WWE has updated Cody's merchandise shop quietly in recent weeks, removing several of his signature babyface designs and slogans. Do the work remains, but it's no longer featured front and center. Could this be a subtle sign that a rebranding is in progress? Meanwhile, the rest of the locker room has kept quiet, but subtle jabs from rivals like Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and even Law Knight suggest that they're preparing for a very different version of Rhodes. As one insider put it, Cody's been gone, but he's not forgotten. And trust me, they're not expecting the same guy to walk back through that curtain. When Cody Rhodes returns to WWE, whether it's on SmackDown, Raw, or at a premium live event, It won't just be about revenge. It might be about retribution. And there's a key difference between those two ideas. Revenge is personal. Retribution is systemic. Cody may not want to just beat the bloodline anymore. He may want to rewrite the very system that allowed them to thrive. That's where the heel turn comes full circle. Not just a change in alignment, but a full-blown revolution. As for the fans, they'll play a crucial role. Because if Cody turns heel and they still cheer, WWE will have an entirely new problem or opportunity on their hands. The anti-hero era is alive and well, and Cody Rhodes could become its next poster child. A version of the American nightmare that no longer dreams, but conquers. So is Cody Rhodes turning heel when he returns to WWE? The answer is not confirmed, but the signs, the silence, and the smoldering tension in the air say yes. And if that happens, WWE is about to enter a new era. One where the nightmare isn't something you run from. It's the force you swear allegiance to. Stay tuned, because when Cody comes back, he might not be coming back for cheers. He might be coming back to break the world. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.